Hi guys. Some of you know me by watching my Flosstube or following my posts for cross stitch or quilting or sewing. You know that I love to do those kinds of things. But I have seriously, in the last probably almost 8-10 years, every year I've put on 10 pounds. I contribute that to I don't like to exercise. I don't like to be sweaty. It's super hot. I love sitting and doing my hobbies, and I have an office job, so I sit there. So I don't get a whole lot of physical activity. I probably do overeat on snacks, certain kind of snacks maybe. But I do like good food too. Like when I say good food, like healthy food, plant-based food. But I'm not a vegetarian, obviously. But anyway, so I thought that, I think I heard that someone talked about steps before stitches. So it's not an original idea or anything like that. But I was hoping that you guys would join me and motivate me and help me to get in a few steps every day. The big lofty goal would be to lose 100 pounds. But let's just start. Let's just start on this journey together and see. I'm going to shoot for 2 pounds. Today is September 2nd. Yesterday was the 1st and it was my birthday. Yay! So 2 pounds. Let's go for 2 pounds this month. I put on my watch that I never wear. Got it all charged up. I got some tennis shoes that I'm going to slip on my little toes. And it's like not 100 degrees outside here in Pennsylvania. We're having a couple nice days before it starts getting back up into the high 90s. So come along. Come walk with me. I'll turn on my phone while I'm walking. It's not going to be long, and it's just going to be around the block for today, for starters. But please join me if you want. Let's do steps before stitches, because when I'm done, I'm planning on spending my whole day quilting, cross stitching, playing in the craft room. So I love you guys. Be kind. Don't say anything mean to me. If you just don't like this, just keep on trucking. Help me. Help me become a healthier version of me. I love everything about my life. I have most aspects of my life kind of in a good place. But this part, the weight, the health part of the weight is just out of control. I feel it. I feel it in my left knee a lot. Be honest, I'm scared. I don't want to be, 60, 70, 80 years old and be bedridden or not be able to enjoy time with my family because I just simply can't keep up, or I don't fit in, like literally fit into like a ride or something. If I continue on this path, or the seatbelt's not going to fit me on the airplane if I continue down this path. So, would I love to look sexy? Of course, but that's not the goal here. I mean, if that comes along, great. But really the goal is I just want to feel better and I just want to be healthy. And so let's go. I'm going to stop chatting. Let's go. Let me slip these shoes on and we'll head out. I'll put in some earbuds and we'll go trucking around the block. Bye, guys. All right, friends, here we go. I'm going to listen to a little quilting life on the podcast, so I won't keep this going long. But here's my little neighborhood. Here's my little house. We live in a 55 and older neighborhood. Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm still not even 55. But it helps when your father-in-law's the park manager. So it's a little mobile home community. Here, there's Gigi's house. father-in-law lives on the next street over. The road you're seeing out there, it's busy. It's called 116. It's a main route from Gettysburg. If you turn right, well, we're technically in Gettysburg right now, but we live right behind that. Let me get around the corner here. That house there, right behind those houses, back up to East Calvary Battlefield. So there's Gettysburg that way. And if you go that way to the left, it's Hanover, Pennsylvania. So it's a little bit of a busy road, but the neighborhood's quiet. This house here was the original house, the farmhouse, because all this land at one time was a farm. Live in a very agricultural area that's changing. So there's an office in the basement, or the first floor, and then there's a couple of apartments in there. And like I said, the rest are mobile homes. Some of the mobile homes date back to 1975-ish. Like I think Gigi's is 1978. And the goal is when a person moves out, and if they're not, you know, well maintained. I mean, some of them are a little rough looking on the outside, but as long as they're maintained, they stay. Otherwise, they get pulled out and a newer version gets put in. So it's a quiet neighborhood. A lot of super nice people live here. So I have no excuse why I cannot get my steps in, especially, you know, if I'm going to try and do steps before stitches. It is quiet, it's peaceful. It's literally 3 streets. So this is the one my father-in-law lives on. I live on the street behind him, and then the 3rd street over. We don't have any family living there. But so there's a little shed where the riding mower's kept. My husband, I hear his weed whacker. Let's see where he's at. Yep. This guy here in the yellow shirt trimming. That's my husband Steve. Him and his, like I said, his dad's the park manager, so Steve does a ton of chores up here. Look at him, he doesn't even see me. Let's stand here. There he goes, now he sees me. He's probably surprised to see me out walking. Anyway, so we do the mowing, the trimming, maintenance on the bushes. We hope to get some house washing in before fall, or actually probably during fall, before winter. I mean, it's just been too hot this summer to wash down houses. They don't do like the roads, the snow removal on the road. There's a contractor hired in to do that, but they do help people out. Some people here, you know, like my father-in-law, in their 80s. Today's his birthday, he's 81, so he's still extremely active, and he's an excellent example of why I need to get out and walk every day, because he has a schedule. He walks 2 to 3 times a day with one of the neighbor lady and her dog. So he has a routine, and we watched a show last night. We finished it up anyway on Netflix. I don't remember the exact title, but it was something like The Blue Zone, 100-year-old people. It identified several areas around the world where statistically people live easily to 100 years old. And they all had a common thread. One, and I'm going to probably get the name wrong, in Japan, was called Ikigai, I-K-A-G-I maybe. Japanese word that basically says a purpose, a meaning, a reason to get up every day. You know, a lot of the older folks there that he interviewed in Okunana had hobbies. Sewing was one of them. Woodworking, gardening. I know it's all things that we're all interested in, and how it can really help us live a healthy life. Also, a sense of community was another common thread amongst the communities that he researched and identified. And it's a little different for us now, because we don't live in these tight-knit communities like we used to, or a lot of us don't. I'm fortunate to have family in my neighborhood, and my daughter just lives down the road. The other two children are not as close, but they're still in the area. So that's another thing they talked about, with having friends and family nearby. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna stop because this is much longer than what a reel can do. And that's my goal, is just to pop this up as a reel on Instagram, to share with you guys and hopefully get some encouragement. And then I'll share a little bit later on today what I got to work on this holiday weekend. And I'm also getting a little out of breath, so that's not even a full lap around the block. So you can see where my fitness level is. All right, I'm gonna sign off and go listen to some Sherry and Chelsea. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you get some stitching, sewing in, and of course some time with your friends and family. And your friends, your stitchy friends on social media. Bye-bye. So that was short and sweet. Less than 10 minutes to go around the block, which I know isn't a lot, but I was doing zero for several months. Probably zero since early spring. So let's see how far I walked. Let's see if I can get this on here.